Good news, guys. I've finally reached the point in my life where I'm gonna pretend to play Mario at work and smash the Goombas. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna jump right past the Wojak. This is me. This is my life. That's what I like to do. So I recreated all of the Mario Brothers levels as a OneNote notebook. All the blue levels, all the ones where you can actually see stuff. So if we go over here, I can be like, notes. Take them right over here. And it kind of works as sort of like a memory palace thing. So you can go through all these and, you know, add notes, add pictures, all your normal OneNote stuff. So you can go over here and you can grab it from my archive.org page here. And this is just going to be a OneNote package file. And go over and we can open up this little OneNote package file, open up in OneNote, and boom, you got Mario. So first, you're going to want to get OneNote. Now, the OneNote.com version of OneNote's the best version. If you get it from the Microsoft store, it's all weird and nobody likes it. Completely different program. So there's OneNote, and then there's OneNote. You're going to want to download OneNote. And you get this little Office setup.exe thing. So it installs the Office suite, but it only installs OneNote. It's great. And then we're going to grab a little Mario background here. Now, I use NESMaps.com. Can also use VGMaps.com. You can use Spriters Resource. And the big thing about this is you can grab any like NES game or whatever, like Zelda, Metroid, and you can have a Metroid OneNote notebook. You can have like a Zelda OneNote notebook. You know, sky's the limit with this. So we grab our map right here, we download it, got it in our little maps folder. And so we're gonna go over that here in a second. But first, if you're new to OneNote, I've actually got everything saved locally. So everything from this notebook had it saved over to documents, OneNote notebooks, and this nice little like Mario notebook thing. So each section is then its own .1 file. And we have this nice opener here if you want to open up the notebook. So if we were to go over here, you know, right click, go to close this notebook. You know, you're like, oh no, how do we open it again? Right over here. Just open, and then boom, we can come back and we can bing bing woohoo, we can dance our little Labo pants, you know, we do all the cool stuff. And then also, you're gonna want to go over to this view tab here, tabs layout. It's gonna be set to vertical layout when you start out. Nobody likes vertical layout, get out of here. We're gonna use horizontal tabs, the traditional OneNote notebook layout. We've got our little tabs over here in the section for Mario, and got our history. I always do hide authors just because I don't care. Even if I'm sharing this with someone, I don't care who's doing what. You could also use this classic ribbon thing here by right clicking on the ribbon, but I prefer the simplified. If you have that turned off, you may just need to double click on any of these icons here, home, insert, draw, history, double click on them, and boom, you got this to stick. It's pinned to the bar right there. So okay, now that we have all our maps here, you're gonna see the maps are a little bit larger. So this one right here, for instance, it's set to 3,584 by 480. So it's a bunch of screen sizes in the width, and then 2 screen sizes height. So you're gonna have to work out what exactly is a single screen. So we'll grab this number here, and we're just gonna keep on dividing it. So divide by 2 gives us that. divide by 2 again, that, divide by 2 one more time, and then we got it. We got the 488. So 488 by 240, that's going to be a single screen. And we're actually going to use like a double screen, so it's going to be 896 by 240. We're just going to have a bunch of those, and the easiest way to cut up a bunch of images is to go over here. We're going to use ImageMagick. So ImageMagick, it's a little command line tool, super easy to use. If you're on Linux, you can just install it with your package manager. If you're on Mac, you can use it on Homebrew. And on Windows, you could install like the entire ImageMagick right here, this executable. But we're a portable executable channel over here, so I'm gonna go scroll down to where it has portable, get this little portable thingy, and then we're going to copy out only the tools we need. So from that zip file, you're going to get this convert.exe, you're going to get this mogrify.exe, this montage.exe. Don't really need the montage, mostly just convert, mogrify, maybe montage, but we really don't need that either. And then magic if you're going to do other stuff later. So one other thing about OneNote though, let's see, you're going to want to go to File, Options, and just set your font. You know, I got my Comic Sans here at 14 point, and that's what I like to mess with. And there's a lot of other cool stuff you can do with OneNote too. So you can grab like a PDF, you can just like drag it straight in there to where you have like an actual copy of that PDF. And then you can double click on that PDF, which is like now a file inside of OneNote. You can use it as like a little file system. Double click on it, it's gonna ask you to open it, and boom, you got this nice file in there. And if you're sharing this notebook with anyone, then they can also access that same file. But we can even take it a step further. Any PDF that you have or any document, if we go over here, we go to print, you'll notice we have this OneNote printer. And now if I go into this pages part, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna print page 1 through 3 through the OneNote printer. Have this printed out. It's gonna take a second, but it's worth it. We're gonna have this, and then we could actually share this with other people. We have this as a shared notebook. So I'm gonna throw it into Mario, hit OK right there, and then boom, I got this little printout thing. It's gonna have all these pages, and we can actually just add little notes in the margin and drag them over. So if we wanted to, I could go up here, could add a little note, and now OneNote notes, you can just drag them. And if I wanted to, I could do like if I get like a note right here, I could go over here and I could Control CV, I could click over here, I could copy another one, and you can even go over here and you can do the little drag thing, and I can highlight all that stuff right there, do a little Control C, make a new page, paste it right in, and just paste as many instances as I want. Or I can grab this little printout here, Control C, I can paste that to a new page too, and this guy's kind of like the limit with this whole thing, you know. You could have like a book club, you guys could all print the same book, the PDF on there, and annotate it, do all your stuff. Got this little chess game in here too, like if you're like, oh man, I really want to play chess, there you go, you know. If you're at work, you just share this with your coworkers, putting your little names over here. You could record each move if you don't trust them, but you know, it's just chess inside OneNote. In case you're tired of notating inside of the Mushroom Kingdom, or inside of the Zelda map, or whatever you got chosen there. So, and you can just do like file, you can do share, you can upload this right over to the actual like OneNote site, and then it's, you know, it's free real estate. You can do whatever you want there. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over how you can actually stitch all these images together with ImageMagick. So I actually got like a video on that because I don't want to have to redo it. But we've got our dimensions here. We've got our 448. We got that doubled over to 896. So you get the two screens. And we're gonna just go right over here, open up our command prompt. We're gonna copy in the location, and you've noticed I've copied all the maps over to this one directory. So we're gonna go over here, do CD for change directory, hit enter, and then we're gonna go and copy this over here, this mogrify script here, and that's gonna just repackage them, each of these images, into 896 by 240 chunks. It's gonna take a good minute for those chunks to come up, but as soon as we got those chunks, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at them, make sure they look good, and we're gonna take out all of the ones that are not blue. So this de-bluification, it's gonna take a minute. Taking out all the non-blue levels. So sorting them, we got it all in the big view. And let me see, where's my de-bluification here? Okay, that one, boom, no blues. I mean, no non-blues. That's what it's the opposite of a de-bluification. I don't even know what I'm saying here. This is the opposite. So then we're gonna do this one that's gonna call convert, and it's gonna append all of these to single images. So we're gonna, before this asterisk, put in a 1-1. So it's gonna grab all the ones that have a 1-1 inside of it right there. You see how there's like 1-1-0, 1-1-1, 1-1-2, all those. That little wildcard's gonna get all those, so we can stitch them together. We're gonna do that for each of these levels on here. And just so we're kind of covered. So go over here, we got our asterisk then. We're gonna hit enter. And I've also got our levels up here so we know which ones we're doing. So I'm gonna do, can't do 2 because 2 doesn't have any blue on it. So we're gonna do 3. So 1-3 asterisk, so it gets all the 1-3 PNGs. And then we're gonna move we're gonna move that into 1-1 as our 1-3.png. Then we're gonna do the same for 2-1, little asterisk right there. Boom, move those all into one. And you could do this with Zelda, you could do this with any other game too. Just stitching stuff together. So if this was any longer, I would make this into more of an automated process, but I honestly don't mind just doing the same command 16 times. But if you're doing this more, consider scripting this a little bit. It's take a good like 3 minutes, but it's really not too bad. Then you get them all together. So after that, so let's pretend we haven't set this up before. Gonna go over here. I just take out the time, and you can set this in the template. Like if we go over to this what is it, the insert page templates, little arrow. do page templates with the ellipses right here. And you can actually save this blank page with no time. Save current page as a template. And you can just have multiple templates. You can have a default template for a section. It's actually a lot you can do with that. So just gonna ignore page templates for right now though. And I've got my nice little complete file here. And I have edited these slightly to take out some extra text just to make sure it's smoother. And then I've got this right here. It's a little bit harder to do right now. I'm not going to do it to its fullest, but I'm going to grab that on there and then just drag it on. And boom, we got it. So we're going to right click on it, set picture as background. Now the cool thing is you can actually have multiple pictures per page set as the background. So if we want a longer page here, we could go grab that same file, drag it on over, scroll up, grab that file, drag it maybe like right here, and then we could just be dragging this one over here. Right click, set picture as background, and just you can have as many backgrounds as you want. And then we got a nice little sprite thing here. You can just copy any of these little sprites over if we want. Paste them over. Again, a lot of credit over here to these sites, nesmaps.com, Spriters Resource, great websites to grab any of these sprites from. And with ImageMagick, you can chop them up real easy, get them into OneNote, and yeah, just start playing away. And yeah, that's really about it, honestly. Just having fun with it, but just imagine all the games you can do. You can do Arkanoid, you can get Castlevania, you know, whatever works. Just have like a little memory palace thing going on.